Have you ever gone to a place like Costco, Walgreens, Walmart, etc., and had pictures printed? And then when you opened the pictures up and you looked at them and you noticed that something got cut off, or maybe even while you're placing the order, they give you a little warning telling you that cropping is necessary. And you say to yourself, why did they crop out part of the picture? Why must it be necessary to do that? Well, that has something to do with the fact that cameras have a certain aspect ratio. Sort of like your TV has a 16:9 aspect ratio. Cameras have an aspect ratio, and traditional cameras are either 4:5 or 3:4, or there's 3:2. There's all different aspect ratios, and there are certain popular ones, and that became the standard for photography. So that's where the sizes like 8:10 came along. There's a certain breakdown there. 8:10 could then be broken down. Cutting the 8.5, you get 4. Cutting the 10 down, you get 5, so you get 4:5. But there's 4:6s, there's 5:7s. So when you choose different sizes, the aspect ratio has a lot to do with whether or not you have to cut things. So why am I bringing this up? Well, the way pictures are printed today, they come out of rolls of paper. This sort of cropping should not be necessary. What should happen is, going back to the old school way, like here's a picture that has a little bit of a white bar on the side. So the white bar was a choice. At the time I was printing it, I didn't want part of that image cut off. So because the aspect ratio was the way it was, I basically fit it in so that the top part of the picture and the bottom part would be in. But that would mean that it wasn't wide enough for the 4:6 frame or the 4:6 picture. All right, that's my problem because that's the size frame I have. But let's just say you're back to the printing process itself. What the companies that print the pictures should do is have a cutting system whereby whatever is necessary to fit it either this way or this way, that's taken care of. But what it can do is, instead of adding the white bars, all it needs to do is cut the paper at an aspect ratio that matches the original source. So if a picture comes through and it doesn't match the paper, the traditional 4:6 size, well, maybe it would match a 4:5 and have an inch extra, half inch on each side. Well, then all it has to do is cut it in the proper way, and there wouldn't be any cropping of the image. And by cropping of the image, you're losing some of the image. I'd rather lose a little bit of the paper and get a 4:5 picture, for example, if it was that aspect ratio. And the same thing goes if I'm going for a 5:7. If it's got to be, let's say a 6:8 or some other size, so be it. But it would be best if they print on those sizes and then trim out the excess. So today's idea of the day is that when companies print pictures, they should have a variable cutting system so they can just print the picture in its entirety without actually having to crop part of the image arbitrarily, and that it just cuts the paper. So it's better to do that and have a picture that's a little bit smaller than 4:6, or a little bit bigger than 4:6, or a little bit smaller than 5:7, etc. So that is today's idea of the day.
So hey, thanks for watching. I don't really need any subscribers, but it would really be nice if you hit the subscribe button and shared this with your friends and told everybody how nice it is to be here and how there's lots of nice ideas every day. That would be nice. I don't need subscribers or anything like that. All I need is maybe this chair. And that's it, nothing else. Except maybe this paddleball game, the remote control, the ashtray, and the lamp. But that's it, I don't need anything else.